Joining me to help me break all this down is Chaz Franklin, Director of Player Development with Marquette University Women's Basketball Program and former member of the Chicago Sky staff. Have to ask you, though, how are your Golden Eagles doing?
Well, you know what? We're actually on a team building retreat right now here at Marquette in the beautiful state of Milwaukee, and we're just getting to know all of our new recruits and all of our new players. And Coach Kara Consuegra is doing a wonderful job of just galvanizing the troops. So we are ready to rock and roll this Big East season. Make sure you tune in for sure.
Absolutely. Chaz, listen, you tell them that the team here at NewsNation are wishing them a fiery season. So absolutely. We have a couple of women on the staff here who are former players themselves and just love everything that the women are doing. Chaz, viewership this season more than doubled from last year, and we all know that, and we kind of know why. How can the WNBA use this popularity boost to its advantage?
Well, I think the league is already doing a wonderful job of expansion. Like you just mentioned before, they're adding a team in Portland, they're adding a team in Toronto, they're adding a team in Golden State. I know the East Coast teams, specifically a city like Philadelphia, is really hungry for WNBA basketball. So I like to see the league continue to expand. The league's been doing a wonderful job marketing the young stars, as well as some of the older stars like Adrienne Wilson. Angel Reese has had an historic year. Caitlyn Clark, it goes without being stated that she's been must-see TV. So I'm really excited for the trajectory of women's basketball today.
And Chaz, is it ridiculous that an adult man like myself becomes a fan of these young women like that? Like it is okay to be fanning out over these players.
Hey, it's absolutely okay. Listen, I've been a fan since 1997. Right. I'm at Marquette right now, but I still pull up the Chicago Sky games, and I still want pictures with all of the young ladies and young women in the league. So that's perfectly fine. I think it's beautiful for women's basketball that men can also be fans of these phenomenal world-class athletes.
Chaz, I got to ask you, though, the NBA secured a historic $2.2 billion media rights deal. This could still grow if the league adds more partners. Where do you see the WNBA in 2, 3, 5 years? We've talked a bit about expansion. Do you see it beyond some of these major cities as well?
Oh, absolutely. I think first and foremost, I think the league will shift to expanding to major market cities. I mentioned Philadelphia. I'd like to see a team in South Florida. A team in Miami or a team in Orlando would be absolutely incredible. But I also think because of the popularity of women's basketball, it has the potential to also thrive in smaller markets. Indiana is not considered to be a major market, but I believe they led the league in attendance this year. So, the writing's on the wall. I'd like to see 30 teams in the WNBA, hopefully within the next 10 to 15 years.
Absolutely. I think that what people don't understand is if you build it, they will indeed come. I do want to ask you, though, I want to shift a little bit. I've got so many questions for you, and I want to make sure I get them all in there. Let's talk about the playoffs tomorrow. Adrienne Wilson becoming the first player to score more than 1,000 points in a WNBA season. What does the Las Vegas Aces need to do to repeat?
Oh, well, it's very simple. They got to continue to ride that Adrienne Wilson wave. She's had a historic season. To be honest, she is one of the most dynamic, highly talented, yet highly motored, if that's even a thing, players that I've seen in the history of the WNBA. So they got to play through Asia for sure. Her energy will probably carry them all the way to the finals. That's my prediction. Vegas back in the finals.
And Chaz, I've got less than a minute, but I have to ask you this. We know with that schedule set tomorrow, we're expecting to see Caitlyn Clark and Indiana Fever do their whole thing. They need a road win in Connecticut. They're 6th seed. Can they beat Connecticut on the road? And will this be the start of a major shift for them?
Personally, Connecticut, I've been up there. It's a tough place to play in Mohegan Sun Arena. But what I will say is that Indiana has the benefit of young legs, man, and they seem to play the game really fast. They rely on their pace. Caitlyn Clark is a wheeling and dealing, shooting a three, but she's also one of the assist leaders in the W, not to mention Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston as well, last year's Rookie of the Year. So they got a puncher's chance.
Chaz Franklin, thank you so much, and also for giving me permission to ask for a selfie with each of the players. Chaz, thank you so much.
Do it.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.